Some clothes are just clothes, but some become history. A simple pair of blue jeans worn by miners, cowboys, rebels, rock stars, and everyday people has become one of the most iconic fashion items ever created. And the brand behind it? Levi's. Welcome to Brand Stories on Say Something with Mads. Let's uncover the incredible story of Levi's, the jeans that started as workwear and became a global symbol of style and freedom. Our story begins in the mid 1800s during one of the most exciting times in American history, the California Gold Rush. Thousands of people rushed west, hoping to strike gold, but miners had a major problem. Their clothes couldn't survive the harsh conditions. Pants would tear, pockets would rip, and the fabrics wouldn't last. Enter a man named Levi Strauss. Levi Strauss was a German immigrant who arrived in San Francisco in 1853. He wasn't a miner, he was a businessman selling dry goods like fabrics, blankets, and supplies to workers. And one day he noticed something important. What people needed most wasn't luxury, it was durability. Levi Strauss began making sturdy trousers using a strong cotton fabric called denim. But the real breakthrough came from another man, a tailor named Jacob Davis. Jacob had an idea to strengthen work pants by adding metal rivets at stress points, like pocket corners where pants tore most often. He knew the idea was brilliant, but he couldn't afford to patent it. So he wrote to Levi Strauss. Together in 1873, they patented the first riveted denim work pants, and the moment is considered the official birth of blue jeans. At first, Levi's jeans were made for miners, railroad workers, and cowboys. They were not fashion, they were survival clothing. Levi's became known for toughness. The pants could handle dirt, sweat, and long days of labor. By the early 1900s, Levi's were everywhere in the American West. Cowboys wore them, farmers trusted them, workers lived in them, and slowly Levi's became stitched into the identity of America. And then came the power of movies. In the 1930s and 40s, Western films became hugely popular. Cowboys on screen wore denim, and suddenly jeans looked heroic. But the real cultural explosion happened in the 1950s. Icons like James Dean and Marlon Brando wore Levi's jeans in films, representing rebellion, youth, and attitude. At the same time, jeans were even branded in some schools because they were considered too rebellious. Think about that. A pair of pants became a symbol of revolution. By the 1960s and 70s, Levi's jeans were no longer just American workwear. They became the uniform of rock stars, hippies, protesters, artists, teenagers. Levi's represented freedom. It didn't matter if you were rich or poor, everyone could wear jeans. Levi's expanded worldwide, becoming one of the first truly global fashion icons. The famous Levi's 501 became a timeless classic worn across generations. Like every great brand, Levi's faced challenges. In the 1980s and 90s, competition grew. New denim brands entered the market. Fashion trends changed rapidly. But Levi's survived by doing something smart. They stayed rooted in heritage while reinventing style. They introduced slim fits, stretch denim, sustainable production, vintage inspired collections, and they reminded the world that Levi's isn't just clothing, it's legacy. Today, Levi's is more than jeans. It's a cultural symbol. A pair of Levi's represents authenticity, individuality, freedom, and timeless style. From the gold miners in the 1800s to Gen Z street fashion today, Levi's has remained relevant for over 150 years. That is not just branding, that is history stitched into fabric. So the next time you wear jeans, Whether for comfort, style, or for everyday life, remember you're wearing something that was born in the gold rush, strengthening by innovation and made iconic by rebellion and culture. This was incredible story of Levi's on Say Something with Mads. I hope you are enjoying this short brand stories every fortnight. Now tell me, which brand story should we uncover next? If you are enjoying this short brand stories, please press the bell icon and subscribe to my channel. Bye bye. See you next time.